Hey, Justin Parsons here with Titleist at the Sea Island Golf Performance Centre. And with winter temperatures upon us, there's a lot of things that you can be doing at home to become better at golf, even if you're not able to get out on the golf course. Now, obviously, if you've got access to a good strength and conditioning professional, access to a gym, improving your flexibility, improving your strength, notably, I would say, improving your posture, whilst maybe getting, some of the turkey off that you've had over Christmas and the New Year period. I think all of those things can be very beneficial. When it comes to having a golf club in your hands and starting to do some work, having talked to some of the best players in the world, and some of the things I used to do when I was young growing up is to work in a mirror. So I'm going to pretend that you're my mirror right here, and what we're going to do is we're just going to go through some of the steps that you might want to look at in order to have your game in pretty good shape when the temperatures start to go back up a little bit. So in this one, I definitely think it's worth looking at your grip. And as I've always said, and part of my philosophy is that there's no one way to swing the golf club. I like to give guidelines and kind of bandwidths as to what people may or may not be doing and what would be suitable for them. But certainly from a face-on perspective, if you've got a pretty neutral grip, your top hand grip, the top thumb is going to sit just to the right-hand side of the handle as you look. We'll have a little crease running between the thumb and the forefinger, which is going to just angle towards your right shoulder. If you were getting further around to the right of that, we would refer to that as strong. If we were getting further to the left of that, we would refer to that as weak. Now, with the best golfers in the world, we tend to see some slightly more strong grips over the last few years than we have with weak grips. And with the right hand, we tend to see some fairly consistent positioning, with the right thumb sitting on top of the left thumb and the little crease between the right thumb and left thumb, just again pointing up towards the collarbone on the right shoulder. The right hand and right thumb are very important, because if you get that out of position, it's going to take your right shoulder out of position. It's going to disrupt your backswing. So a mirror is a great place for you to just stand there, take a look at your grip, make sure it's looking the way that you want your grip to look. Get used to having the golf club in your hands, get used to the feeling of a nice square club face, and that's kind of where I'd like you to start as you go into improving your technique for coming out of the winter.